1 second. One more second. Hey. Oh. Who dog
That's mine.
barking? Nah, you good. I'm just messing with you. You ain't got to turn that down. How y'all been, man?
We're good.
Didn't I just see y'all yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Just saw y'all, man. All right, let's start this show, man. Let's go. Let's start it. Oh, I told you I got a new intro. Let's go. real quick, real
That's
quick,
dope. I like that.
real quick. Welcome. This is Blues House live, man. And I know y'all just saw us last night. We are back. Uh, told you we're gonna be doing this Mondays and Wednesdays. We changed it up. So I am. No, I ain't even ready, man. I ain't got my ticker going. Nothing.
Slacking on your pimping, man. Come on now. Get it
Same,
together.
you know. But I'm your host, Blue Minotti. That's Mika. That's Kobe. How y'all been, man? How y'all been since last night?
Tired?
It's been a long day.
Long day, huh?
Yeah.
I hear that. Nothing wrong with that.
Tired.
Nothing wrong with that. Um, it has been kind of, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people recovering from Halloween last night. Probably some people threw a couple of parties or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all did or not, but some people stayed up eating all their kids' candies and
What?
you know what I mean?
Hmm.
What?
But we're here now. First of the month, November the 1st. Um what y'all got planned for, or is this even because we're coming out of Halloween or you know what I'm saying, doing 31 days. Do y'all look forward to this November going into December, this winter time coming up? You know what I'm saying? Is that y'all's speed? Is that the flavor for y'all?
I mean, I like the holiday season, going into Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, it's time for. I mean, I'm not saying I don't spend time with my family all the time, but I mean, it's just a time to be around family, time to be about around those that you love and be happy in the spirit.
In
Right.
the spirit. I feel that it is, what I'm saying, more of a festive with your family, you know what I'm saying, situation. And pardon me for not looking at y'all. I'm trying to finish this real quick.
You're
But
good.
yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? It's prime time for family. Um, especially, what I'm saying, if you're not around your loved ones, you know what I'm
All the
saying,
time, right?
stuff like that. So it's a built-in excuse to go kick it with your peoples.
Right.
Yes.
Right. But let's see. Boom. That should be that. All right, but today, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple of things we want to get into, but I wanna jump into what's going on right now with the Eternals. Uh,
Mm.
Okay.
Mika, don't make that face, man.
Okay, I'm not because I just read an article. That's all.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be reading an article. Where am I at? I'm also gonna be reading an article about the Eternals and being the first or on the verge. I don't even know if it's rotten. Is it rotten right now? I don't even know, but
No, I think it's 60%.
60%. So this
Oh,
is
just dropped to 59%.
see. So this article is coming from Screen Crush. Yeah, I've changed some things around and I'm small. But yeah, this article is coming from Screen Crush. That's not the article. Oh, whatever. It says, well, it was bound to happen for more than a decade. Marvel Studios has gone a perfect 25 for 25 on the movie review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes. Every single previous entry into the MCU received a positive, fresh score on the site from film critics. None dipped below a 60% score into the territory that qualifies as rotten on the site. Not Eternals, though. Although initial wave of reviews from critics who attended the film's world premiere were generally positive, the subsequent reviews have been trending more and more negative ever since. Last week, Eternals became the lowest rated MCU film on Rotten Tomatoes, but at that point, it was still barely fresh with a rating of 63. Into the weekend, it kept creeping lower and lower over the weekend, and then again on Monday, it dropped to 59%. And the little tomato icon next to its score has flipped to the dreaded splat. The critical consensus for Eternals on the site reads: an ambitious superhero epic that soars slightly more often than it strains. Eternals takes the MCU into intriguing and occasionally confounding new directions. As of this writing, the film is now teetering between fresh and rotten. After a few more reviews were added, it was 60% out of 131 reviews. Then a few more added, it dropped again to 59 out of 133. We'll see how long that lasts. And they also have a ranking of all the other MCU movie ranks. Black Panther being number 1, 96, Endgame 94, Iron Man 94. I'm not gonna read all of these, but the lowest score before the Eternals was Thor: Dark World at 66.
Right.
And before that, I don't know what I have Iron Man 2 this low. I think Iron Man 3 should be down there, but
right.
That's me. It says there's still time for the Eternals to rally and get a bunch of positive reviews and wind up as a fresh film. But for this to happen, it would have to buck how these kind of movies generally tend to get reviewed and how the reviews for Eternals specifically have filtered in so far. It's possibly, but looking less and less likely every day. At this point, even if Eternals does manage to get a fresh final score, it's almost guaranteed that it will still be the lowest rated MCU movie they're on Rotten Tomatoes ever. Eternals, I don't know if y'all know, it opens this Friday with early showings Thursday night.
Yep.
And
it will not be streamed on Disney Plus.
Oh no. They are done with that. That was what it was then.
That's over with, right?
Right. It's totally done now. So after reading that, and none of us here have seen the film. I also saw something from on Twitter earlier today that's saying that Disney is also putting out another free screenings for a couple of cities or whatever to try to probably get that rating to go up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm guessing.
Okay.
I think, and I started off, I think they should have embraced this rating. I think they should embrace being, this being a low score. I think this movie, it's an ambitious movie already to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's not the typical MCU film.
Mm-hmm.
I think you embrace it. You take what you have and you turn it into you take these lemons and you turn them into
lemonade. Right.
This might, the regular audience haven't seen it yet. I know a lot of the critics, but a lot of critics, 55-60% of the time be wrong. With movies.
True.
And this is supposed to be a new direction for the MCU. It's supposed to, hopefully it explains some things going forward, maybe add some new dynamics, some new characters. But from what I'm hearing, they're not going to add the new characters that I want them to add. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get some of that Easter egg expose in the background. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they lean into it, like lean heavy into it. Matter of fact, I hope they give us, they just feed us Eternals for the next 10 years like they did with Captain America, Iron Man, and I'm for real. I think they should do that because That's the only way you're gonna make the. Remember, nobody knows who or what the hell the Eternals are. That's another thing, and it
Right.
probably confused the hell out of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Probably confused them. They walked into it expecting probably jokes and you know what I'm saying, funny stuff, and they walked in to a Marvel movie and got a Zack Snyder movie. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. So y'all want to add to that?
Some of the other things that I've heard is that, like I said, like you said, since there isn't a whole lot that people, there are a whole lot of fans of the Eternals and things like that. I've heard they took a lot of liberties, a lot of liberties with this movie, and I mean they do that with everything anyway. So I guess that's kind of to be expected. But I want to know how this ties into the larger MCU as a whole.
Right.
That's probably the big thing. It might, because this might be a standalone for all we know.
Right.
You know what I mean? This might be a standalone. It could just be the Eternals world, you know what I'm saying, or everything that's happening with them, and it might not have nothing to do with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man.
But they reference them.
But
according to them, they reference them a lot.
They do. They referenced why the Eternals didn't show up when Thanos was, before the snap. Like, like that's why this movie is confusing a little bit, because you've introduced these heroes and we're like, okay, so where was you when the Avengers were fighting Thanos? Or where were you in New York? Where was you? Like, I get why they released this movie, but a lot of the we don't even have a backstory for these characters, really.
Right.
So it's like you're just throwing these characters at us. Are we going to get a backstory on them? Is that what we're trying to get to? And again, how do they tie into the overall MCU? If they're going to mention things that happened in the other movies, where do they play a part?
Right.
Where were they during the big scene when everybody showed up and after the snap and they all took on Thanos? Where were they at?
Yeah, a lot of people are confused about that. What's her name? Salma Hayek's character kind of addressed it in the trailer a little bit. They were told not to intervene, and which is kind of BS.
Right.
I agree 100% with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people don't know about the Eternals, but the Eternals, they're allowed to, you know what I'm saying? They're protectors, but they not like the Watcher, and that they can do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the books, they chose to say fuck Earth and kind of leave. You know what I'm saying? To go do their own thing. Now they want human beings or humans to grow on their own. You know what I'm saying? They try not to, give them technology or stuff, like, even though they do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all godlike beings always got to help out. The lesser. But
right.
If Thanos would, especially, see, a lot of people don't understand. Thanos is an Eternal. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that Thanos is an Eternal. He's an Eternal with deviant blood in him, or a deviant mutant gene in him. You know what I'm saying? He's not a deviant, but he ended up being disfigured or whatever. That's the reason why he's purple with the, you know what I'm saying, the butt chin or whatever you want to call it.
The radiator chin. That's what I call it.
Yep. But his brother is an actual Eternal who's supposed to show up in the post-credit scene. His brother's name is Eros. Or Star Fox, and his brother was an Avenger. You know what I'm saying? So Thanos is a big part of the Eternals story. You know what I'm saying?
Lore.
He's a big part, big, huge part. His mother and his father. You know what I'm saying? They were exiled away from the original Eternals because his father wanted to copulate and have kids like humans do. You know what I'm saying? The Eternals like, that ain't how we get down, bro. You know what I'm saying? We do it a whole totally different way. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, nah. And his mom was already exiled. I think they were on Titan at the time. They was already exiled on Titan. He went there, fell in love, because they don't even really fall in love the way humans, you know what I'm saying, fall in love. He went there, fell in love with her. They built a whole different external Eternals community. You know what I'm saying? Thanos was born. She hated him from the get. She tried to kill Thanos from the top. You know what I'm saying? His mom did.
If only.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's a big part of that Eternals lore. So for them to act like, oh, we couldn't intervene with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
They should have been out handing out ass whoopings.
Right.
Just like
Right.
everybody else.
It would have been, because that would have played a big role into what the overall Celestials wanted. You know what I'm saying? If Thanos destroys or, you know, kills half the population, that ain't good for what the Celestials need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, we can call BS on that, but we're, like I said, I'm reserved. I'm hype about this movie because it is so different. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm interested in too.
I'm hyped because of the cast. The cast is diverse. You got you know, one of them is deaf in real life. She and I think she's half Mexican, half black. You got Omar Tyree, I think is his name. That's his name, right, from ATL. You know, his character is gay. I don't even think his character was gay in the comic book. You know, they got to
Brian Tyree Henry.
Brian, yeah, that's right. Brian Tyree Henry. And then you got Selma Hayek. You got not Jon Snow, but
Kit Harington.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is in it. So you got Jon Snow in there. You got
Jon Snow.
You got the other dude in there from shit. Well, I can't fucking think of that show. It pissed me off. That last season pissed me off so much. I don't even. Game of Thrones. He was the after they killed his dad, he was supposed to become the king of the North, but that red wedding happened and they got him the fuck up out of there. But you know, it's
let's talk about the red wedding.
Yeah, that red wedding. Hey, this might end up having a red wedding the way they damn throwing these tomatoes at this joint.
Hey, look, we might. I might log in tomorrow, and the rating would be it'd be at 46% or something like that.
Right.
It's crazy. You got Gemma Chan, who's already been an MCU character. She was in Captain Marvel as Minerva. She was Minerva in Captain Marvel. So she is now, this will be her second MCU character. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of dope too. But I want to see this, man. I want to see why they're giving it such a low rating. I really think it's that Zack Snyder effect, man. It being too real, you know what I'm saying? Plus, if you look at the color palette, even though you see all those colors, you see the colors, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't even got this on screen. I'm acting like I got it on screen. You see the colors and stuff like that, but that does look like a Zack Snyder poster if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Look, it looks like a Zack Snyder poster. Mickey, you don't like Zack Snyder?
I mean, it is what it is.
Why you don't like Zack?
I ain't saying nothing.
You got no more movie on Netflix right now, man.
Yep, Army of Thieves.
The dude.
I'm gonna sip my lemonade.
I like a good bit of his films. I just some of his superhero movies just didn't sit well with me. He does better like Dawn of the Dead. That was a good Zack Snyder film.
Thank you. Like, stick to what you good at.
Right.
Like, superheroes ain't your thing, bro.
What did he mess up with the superhero?
They're just not my favorite movies.
I like his the Superman movie. That was dope. Man of Steel was dope.
It was.
That was dope.
Until it was for me until it wasn't.
What made it wasn't?
Just how they took Superman and then they made him. I guess no, not even necessarily that.
I gotta give him that.
They made Superman it made it more like an unbelievable type of Superman that we never really see. And that's kind of just where it didn't really sit well for me. Like when he killed Zod, you know what I'm saying?
Superman does. Superman is a killer, man.
Yeah,
but
Superman, look, I'm gonna tell you this. how long did it take for Superman to develop when I swoop in and I save somebody without breaking their neck or their back?
I can buy that.
How long did it take him to develop that skill?
Right.
How long did it take him to develop the skill of I go in, I'm bulletproof, they shooting bullets at me, and the bullets don't reflect back and kill innocent bystanders or because though it's happened in the comics. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people don't understand things like that happen in the comics.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I like the realism that he brought. I didn't like that they made him Batman because he was like a damn teenage brooding, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn dog,
Right.
why you acting like, you know what I'm saying, like this, you know what I mean? Like that's one thing I didn't like. Superman is supposed to be happy, you know what I'm saying? Big Boy Scout, this, that, and the third, and we didn't get that. If you saying that, then yeah, I agree. But him killing Zod 10 times out of 9, that has to be done. There was no way around that. That neck gotta go. And to me, that was the catalyst for him saying, I need to go about how can I save people without killing? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because what made Superman say, all right, no killing? Police kill. You know what I'm saying? When is it okay for Superman to kill? If police can shoot, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
He's Superman.
It don't matter. Yeah, but Superman also go up against Zod. When is it okay for me to kill Zod?
Fair enough.
I mean, I guess if that person's trying to kill you, then yeah, you would try to kill them, right?
Right.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Or to protect somebody else. Remember, Zod was shooting the beam over at the families. He had to get rid of them. Zod had to go, man. Zod said, if you don't kill me, I'm killing everybody.
Okay, that's a whole different thing, though.
Nah. But this dude, he probably will kill everybody.
Right.
Because that's his, he you know what I'm saying? Because the Kryptonians, the way Zod was made, his genetic makeup is to do that.
Yep.
He was born to be a warrior. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to go. Either kneel before Zod or you finna catch these eye beams.
Right.
These eye beams.
Mascara straight in your face. I don't know if you want.
Right.
I'm not. Nah. I'm not. I can't.
Okay.
But I don't mind I didn't mind the Zack Snyder stuff. I thought he gave us one of the better Batman we've seen in a long time. Superman is a hard character to throw on screen anyway, just because you got this godlike character. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. With the Eternals, you have these godlike beings. You know what I'm saying? And Marvel's not known for giving you godlike beings. Everybody's supposed to be
even killed.
Even right. You know what I'm saying? Running it. Nobody is even Thor. They downplayed Thor. You know, he's the god of thunder, but he's downplayed a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Until he needs to be the god of thunder, you know what I'm saying? He's downplayed a lot. So because everybody's supposed to be, like you said, run of the mill, everyday Joe, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do it because you got Captain America. Everybody's a super soldier for the most part. Iron Man, basically, you know what I'm saying? He's a human in a suit. War Machine, human in a suit. Look at everybody on the Avengers. Nobody on the Avengers besides the Hulk and Thor are superhumans for the most part. Captain America's supposed to be peak human, you know what I'm saying, physique. So anything that the fastest human can do, that's what Captain America can do. But then you got, like I said, you got the Hulk and you got Thor. Those are only two that deal in other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of the Avengers, they regular people, they regular everyday Joes. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? T'Challa is peak. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about him is beyond human. You know what I'm saying? Evolution, so to speak. You know,
right.
So you have that going on or whatever. Over in DC land, everybody but Batman is, you know what I'm saying, beyond reach. Superman, Wonder Woman, you know what I'm saying, Aquaman, breathing under, like everybody over there is part of the Greek pantheon, so to speak. So now when you run into this movie Eternals, which is really that, you know what I'm saying, because who it was. Jack Kirby made the Eternals, but he had went over to DC first, and he made who it was, the New Gods. You know what I'm saying? So this is like really a bootleg version of the New Gods when he came back to Marvel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're and that's why they're not used as much, because they're not. Where do they fit in Marvel? You know what I'm saying? Where do the Eternals fit? And that's the problem that we're having right now. Where do they fit in Marvel? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they've been trying to establish that the galactic type characters, they've been trying to establish that hierarchy. So maybe this is a lukewarm way to establish that we have cosmic characters now.
Right. Well, I mean, we got, what did we get? You know, they did Ego. You know what I'm saying? We went to Nowhere with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got the Collector, which they downplayed a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
the Grandmaster,
they downplayed him a lot. But as you see, a lot of those beings like that have been downplayed. You know what I'm saying? Who it was? Her name not Keisha. What's her name? The chick in all gold. I can't think of her name. Aisha. You know what I'm saying? She was downplayed. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give us Adam Warlock. You know what I'm saying? Now they're thinking about giving us Adam Warlock. Hell, Thanos was even downplayed. Thanos was nerfed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because and that goes back to what I'm saying. The MCU is everybody needs to be on an even play. That's the only way it works. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to be on this, because I think they're more into telling the story. They're more into saying, okay, here's a familiar character, we're finna wrap a story around it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Marvel has been good at, giving you a familiar character and wrapping a story around. With the Eternals, these aren't familiar characters. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to do with Shang-Chi because he was more down to earth.
Grounded.
You see what I'm saying? These characters.
You think they still gonna keep that formula going forward?
This movie right here will be the test.
That's what I think too. I think this is
the failing
right here.
They're failing already.
Well, see, the thing, and we, you know, Mika, we talked about it already. Marvel had you got, because all they've known is success.
Right. They gotta have their one.
You gotta taste the dirt sometimes.
Yeah, you got, especially coming in with this new stuff that they're doing. You like Kobe just said, you got to taste the dirt. You got to see what it's like to
fail.
You got to see what
it's like.
DC. Right. This movie will make its money. It's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, and when I say it's gonna work, meaning it's gonna make us
see it.
Yeah,
because people want to see it. Like, people want to see what the critics are talking about. That's basically what's going to happen. Because nobody really believes what these critics say when it comes to movie reviews. I mean, it's just like, but but just like any other Marvel movie, it's gonna make its money because it's Marvel,
right?
So, I mean, whether it's good or bad, they're still going to make their money. So that's and probably another reason why they didn't put it on Disney Plus, because they're trying to get their money.
Right. I think that experiment is over with. I think Shang-Chi was the last one, and if we do get any movies on Disney Plus, it'll be strictly Disney Plus.
Disney Plus originals, yeah.
Right.
It won't be a dual release. And WB is going to get it. You won't see. I think they're going into. I think January will be like the last month that they do that, where you get HBO Max and
same day releases.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get away from that, because not saying that the experiment didn't work. You know what I'm saying? But it's still other entities in play. I still, you know what I'm saying, movie theaters are showing that they're still viable. They're still a viable asset. And if you know what I'm saying, those streaming services aren't worldwide. Like HBO Max isn't worldwide like that. Plus isn't worldwide like that. So that's losing money. You know what I'm saying? That's losing money. So I don't see them partaking in that formula no more. But as going back to what you said, Kobe, this will be the test. We are getting, you know what I'm saying, the other formulaic in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. So we'll see, man. This when did this come out? November 5th, 4th, 5th. It's gonna be a test, man. And that's all I'm gonna keep saying. It's gonna be a test. I predicted the fall of Marvel a couple months back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get into what if, but
I don't think. Okay, I think this is going to be their bump in the road, not their downfall. Like I think it's gonna. I think they'll bounce back from this. I mean,
no, we're not, because it'll just be one movie. One movie to me, that one movie, because it's gonna hurt. That's why I call it the fall. It's gonna hurt, even
Right.
though it's not gonna cause. It's not gonna be like a DC. You know how everybody's like killing these. And the thing is, I don't know why we killed DC so. I think we killed DC because of Marvel.
Right. That's the only thing we can compare them to.
That and which is a bad. We need to compare DC to DC. But then it's DC's fault that we're comparing DC to Marvel because they
want to try to be them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, because the thing is with DC, WB, those movies, I wouldn't necessarily say they flopped. Like a lot of them, Aquaman hit $1 billion, Wonder Woman hit $1 billion. Like it got franchises that's making money, but they're so indecisive over there. You know what I'm saying? They won't pull the trigger and keep said things going. Even, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bumper in the road is gonna happen. Watch. Marvel gonna be like, man, fuck this. I don't care that it's a 59, 50, get down to 40. Eternals 2 next summer. You know what I'm saying?
They're already talking about a sequel. They're not gonna do a sequel.
You don't think so?
I already saw it. No, I just saw it. I just read it. Like they're not gonna do a sequel.
They said that at the end of the movie, it says Eternals. You know how they do the
Eternals will return. They're probably going to return in another movie. Probably won't be in Eternals too.
But what I'm saying is they're going to hit you over. You're going to get more.
The characters won't die. Is what he's saying.
You're going to get more Icarus. You're going to get more Cersei. You're going to get more Athena. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? All of those characters, they're going to show up elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
So we're rolling into a whole nother, like almost like how the other MCU phase was. We're rolling into another phase, basically.
Yeah, this is phase.
We're in phase 4.
Yeah, phase 4.
Okay.
This is phase. But the thing about this phase is it's split.
It's all experimental, right?
Everything is split.
Do they plan on like introducing the X-Men and the Fantastic Four in this phase?
I don't see that happening until at least phase 5.
Don't get me started, because this would be the prime time to, I don't think introduce that name X-Men or Fantastic Four, but it would be time, to me, it is time to start priming the audience for mutants.
Yep.
Showing that they exist, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
Because the Eternals is the way to do it.
Right. Because you don't have, and that's another thing too, you don't have mutants without the Celestials and the Eternals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know that backstory. That backstory is the Celestials came through and made, 3 different beings, or experimented on 3 different beings: Eternals, the Deviants, and then human beings. And you know what I'm saying? For later on, maybe they're developed, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you got mutants. Those humans that they experimented on later became mutants, or carried that mutant gene on, you know what I'm saying? And then it got activated or whatever. But like Kobe just said, this is the movie. This is the movie where you do that.
This slam dunk, layup.
This is that movie where you do that. I don't understand. If they didn't do it, I don't understand why they didn't.
Right.
Don't understand why they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Especially we got Blade supposed to come, Moon Knight, and I just reported, which will be coming out tomorrow, but Dracula showing up in Moon Knight, possibly. It's a rumor on that. And he's associated with Blade, but lately he's been more associated with mutants. You know what I'm saying? With the X-Men and stuff like that. Then on the Fantastic Four side, they already announced that they're working on that. That's in production, you know what I'm saying, as we speak. Probably just pre-production script and stuff like that, because I don't even know if they got a cast,
right?
But so that's already ready to come. You know what I'm saying? They already have, we got the blip, the snap, or whatever you want to call it. That could either activate the mutants or it could have activated the Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's time to start throwing Johnny Storm. It's time to start throwing the Baxter Building and stuff like that, and make those things come into place so the audience is already prime. Because I don't think we need a Fantastic Four origin story.
Right.
We already know everybody already knows the origin story.
Origin. They went into space and shit fucked up, and they came back ugly. You know what I'm saying?
The one came back ugly. The other came back superheroes. That's what that was.
I don't think we need I don't think we necessarily need too much backstory on mutants, because the X-Men probably Marvel's most popular characters to date. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe more because they kind of pushed them to the side. Now it's, it is the Avengers, but the Avengers was trash. But when, I don't know if you noticed, Mika, when Marvel did Iron Man and Captain America and stuff, them characters was not popular at all.
I mean, so my introduction to Marvel was not through those movies. It was Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I went back and watched those movies because to me, though, I wasn't interested in seeing Iron Man. I wasn't interested in seeing Captain America. But then Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and I was like,
let me go back and watch.
Let me go. But then I knew like there were other, like the stories all tied together. So I was like, well, let me go back and watch it from the beginning. And that's how I became a MCU movie fan. So
Kev says, how do you feel about Morbius? That's another movie I'm interested in. Especially, I think they came out with the teaser. I watched that little featurette today. And the trailer's supposed to come out tomorrow. I don't know if it will. You know what I'm saying? This will be the second trailer trying to get Morbius primed up. Think it comes out January?
Yep.
January?
Like 23rd or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So I'm excited though. It's vampires anyway. I'm always excited for vampires. It seems to be done right. And it's actually a little bit more scarier, I would say, than its comic book counterpart. You know what I'm saying? But it also seems that it's true to the background of Morbius also. And I want to see how they're, because to me, the more I look at it, and I'll direct this to Kobe, it seems like this is happening after Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's all of those universes culminated into one. That's what it seems like. I don't know.
I think that it's more going to be the way I think it is. I think it's after No Way Home. And they kind of showed, I think that they're going to be, I don't think they're going to be in the MCU. I think they're going to be the Spum C or whatever it's called now. I think that all of the Spider-Man characters are getting kicked to that area.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I think it's all of those universes now we just have this one universe, and that's what Morbius is in, because we get the Vulture. In that Daily Bugle magazine newspaper, it says something about the Rhino on the loose and Black Cat out stealing. You know what I'm saying?
That's another character I kind of am interested in, about how they do if they're going to just not even Black Cat, Felicia Hardy.
Okay, yeah,
right. Just how if they're going to introduce her into Morbius.
That'd be dope.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But they also had the and I think you pointed out, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Right.
So I think it's all, you know what I'm saying, all of it balled into one, and now this is the universe going forward. You know what I'm saying? And they might actually turn those Spider-Man into, you know what I'm saying, the clone, because I think we talked about like the clones, Ben Reilly and all of them. That's who they might end up playing off of. You know what I'm saying? You'll get your Ben Reilly. What's the other clone? Not 2099, but it was another clone. He just went by one name. I can't think of, you know what I'm saying? But you got these Peter Parker clones running around. So I think they'll play it off like that. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm with that. That's the thing. Like I said, I think that, and I don't even, at this point, I don't even know if we're going to keep a Spider-Man in the MCU.
No, I think that's done.
Oh, no, it's gone.
Not Tom Holland, definitely not, because I think that they're capitalizing on him in the Sony universe, but I don't think we'll get a Spider-Man in the MCU.
No.
No, yeah, I think that's
I think it's over with.
done and over with. Yep, that is done and over with. And I mean, it had its run. You know what I'm saying? It had its run. We're getting 3 solid films from it. We got the 2 Avengers joints.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So good solid run. Why not? And bow out gracefully. And we'll see if he if he reads up, it'll be strictly Sony for the most
Right.
I think.
Until they collab again for Battle World
or whatever. Yeah, but for right now, I think Sony like, nah, we're gonna get our own money. You know what I'm saying? Tired of y'all taking off the top or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. we let you know what I'm saying? We let y'all play because I think Sony looking at Marvel like, man, we didn't really need y'all to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man sells itself.
Right.
You know, Spider-Man like crack out here in these streets, man. I don't need y'all. But Marvel is who needed Spider-Man, not the opposite. You know?
Yes, they did.
Not the other way around. So we'll see, though, man. We will see, and I do agree. But that's a good question. I was gonna bring up Morbius. I also wanted to bring up. It was something you said earlier in the chat. What was it? Oh man, hold on. Let me find out.
You got it. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Trying to find what he had brought up something. Let me check the chat real quick. Bring this back up. Oh, at the screen. Like I you don't like Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, his movies look good, man.
Yeah.
His movies look real good.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. That's it.
No,
that's it.
Versus Superman, Man of Steel.
I ain't like none of them movies. But then again, I don't really.
Yeah, you not ahead like that though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I grew up on Michael Keaton Batman. Actually, I grew up on the original Batman from the TV show where they had the pals and they were climbing sideways.
Not Adam West.
Oh, Adam West.
Ain't nothing wrong with Adam West or Michael Keaton. So okay, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Batman?
Michael Keaton.
Okay. I just didn't want you to say Christian Bale.
Ew. No, Michael Keaton. I mean, he gave us the Batman, the nerdy Batman. Like, you know, like he wasn't the handsome Bruce Wayne. Like, would I have dated Bruce Wayne if he looked like Michael Keaton? Probably not, but he got money, so maybe so. Yeah. I mean, he's like a Bruce Wayne. I mean, he's got money.
The nerdy Bruce Wayne.
It was a nerdy Bruce Wayne.
He was.
But like, you know,
it's just funny hearing you. You know what I'm saying? Hearing you say that because I think that's the first time I heard somebody say the nerdy Bruce Wayne.
I'm just saying he wasn't that charismatic. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, was he?
And I think, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have him be Bruce Wayne a lot neither. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They kept him in, they kept the Bruce Wayne persona out of that movie a lot. Mm-hmm. So you got more Batman than you got Bruce Wayne.
Right. So
not like the other movies where you got, you know, you got to see Bruce Wayne doing his, you know, everyday job and, you know, and then he didn't have a job. He's a millionaire.
Right. I think Michael Keaton was I think he had 2 scenes as Bruce Wayne or something like that.
And there was one, he was at Vicky Vale's house and the Joker showed up. And then there was another one where he was actually he had several scenes where he was Bruce Wayne, but not Bruce Wayne around other people. Like he was in the Batcave most of the time,
right?
As Bruce Wayne,
right?
So
the party scene in the first one.
Oh, yep, that too. And at the party, yeah.
Right.
Oh, Michael Keaton. Oh, since
the nerdy Batman.
Segue to that, Flash, right? And I'm putting this Flash movie up against Spider-Man, since we just were talking about Spider-Man. Is this Flash movie make or break for DC? What's the make or break movie for DC? Is it Flash or is it Black Adam?
I feel like that's It's hard to say because
So
I don't know that Flash will see the light of day anytime soon.
I think it's
I don't think that movie's coming out for a while.
so then Black Adam would be the make or break movie.
And Black Adam is 10 years in the making. Is Black Adam coming out? I mean,
no time soon. No time soon. If The Rock has his way, Black Adam ain't coming out no time soon. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect.
He wants Superman in it. He wants Henry Cavill to come back as Superman. He really wants that, and like you said, if he had his way, that's what he'll have. But
well, it's The Rock. I mean, when does The Rock not get his way?
I think they gave it's WB. I think they gave him the whole house except for the things included. You ever remember that movie with Richard Pryor, Moving?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they was like, yeah, we're taking the walls with the, you know what I'm saying? He thought they was playing. He showed up and wasn't nothing but, the frame of the house there.
Okay, so that's what they get. That's what they gave The Rock.
Right. They got your own walls.
Here's your character, but you gotta build this house.
Because WB did that with Ava DuVernay. She was supposed to do the New Gods movie, and WB backed out and said because of the Zack Snyder characters, the Superman, Aquaman, and stuff like that, because she wanted to use those characters. They were like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but those characters, think about the money that Wonder Woman makes, Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? That Batman, that Superman. That's all people know.
Right.
That's all people. So you don't want me to use these characters for a New God? You know what I'm saying? People don't know who New Gods is, just like Eternals.
Right.
And it's crazy. Marvel beat DC it seems like Marvel is beating DC to the punch with everything that DC does. DC does multiverse. Who's out here doing the multiverse first? MC, Marvel. That's not their MO. They're not known for having I mean, they have a multiverse, but it's not big. They don't push it the way DC does it. Every year DC does a crisis event every year.
Yep.
Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth, you know what I'm saying? It's always different stuff going on. They're always in a different universe. That's what DC does. You know what I'm saying? They bread and butter. Marvel said, I will beat you to the punch. And we don't even do this shit. Eternals comes out. We beat you to the punch. Instead of y'all doing New Guys, we did Eternals first. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just beating them to the punch. And I'm like, and me and Kobe, we talked about it a couple months back. It's like DC, you had all of the pandemic, all of the shutdown to write these things, and you know what I'm saying? Do these Zoom meetings and green light some stuff whenever we can get back to shoot. And what did y'all do?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing. You announced a lot of movies that might not come.
Right.
Instead of actually getting, you know what I'm saying, shooting some stuff, getting on the ground, getting your camera out, filming, and getting, you know what I'm saying, getting your cast together. You announcing shit like Blue Beetle that might not show up. You announcing shit like Zatanna that might not show up. You know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Not a damn thing.
I just don't understand. They got all these different TV shows, Titans, Doom Patrol. You got Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all over the place, man. They all over the place. They need to streamline. They really need to stop, smell, you know what I'm saying? Stop and smell the roses so they can streamline some stuff. But right now, they wilding, man.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, they are. They are playing with fire. But yeah, that was a good question. If y'all got some more questions, ask. Kobe, what was I went to look it up and then got sidetracked.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Kobe walked away and everything.
I know, huh? That's my fault.
Let me see.
Oh, it's the Boba Fett. That's right.
The Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. And I had asked Mika if she is up on her Star Wars lore. And sadly, she's a noob by him.
Hold up. Let's get into this. Okay, so yeah, he did ask me if I was like a Star Wars buff, and I'm not, because I don't like them movies. I mean, I did see the movies that came out during my generation, but anything after, I mean, the prequels, the sequels, the Mandalorian, nah, I ain't watched none of that. So I Googled it. obviously. And somebody wrote a whole article and from the prequels all the way down. Like,
Right.
I'm still reading, but I'm learning. So I know about this character that's coming out with his own TV show now, or his own show on Disney Plus. So
we can get into Boba Fett because
I'm a little bit versed now. I ain't no junkie.
No, but and that's good. I mean, you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, Craig. I just want to know if you knew, you know what I'm saying, how much you knew, because once you start getting into Boba Fett, there's really nothing to pull from. You know what I'm saying? In actuality, unless you go to like the books, you know what I'm saying, you have to be like a Star Wars nerd, you know what I'm saying, to really know anything about Boba Fett, because the movies didn't give you nothing.
Right.
The movies, they gave you that he was the boogeyman, basically.
Yes, right.
Everybody was scared of him. But
the
why?
prequels gave him a little bit of a backstory as well.
A little bit of a backstory.
And then the cartoon there was a cartoon that kind of gave more of his backstory.
There was a book that gave everything from at the end of Attack of the Clones when Jango dies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book that catches you all the way up to when he gets recruited to Jabba.
Right. So, but
to be Jabba's bodyguard, right?
If you're not into all, you know what I'm saying, and you just going off of what the general public would consider the canon, you want to know shit about both.
Like, right.
He was a mystery, right?
You know what I'm saying? He got
the baddest bounty hunter in the planet on the,
that's
the
what
galaxy.
Baddest bounty hunter, you know, Han Solo scared of him. Everybody, Boba's
everybody's scared of Boba Fett. He come into a room and people freeze.
Yeah. Like, but we didn't get none of that in those movies.
Right.
But Book of Boba Fett coming out, Ming Na Wen, which is, I got a crush on her. I had a crush since she played Chun-Li in Street Fighter. I don't know, you know.
I like those meals.
But she is, I think she is about to hit 60, late 50s, you know what I'm saying? Still move, you know what I'm saying? Still getting it in the way she's getting it in.
I just put that together. I'm like, damn.
What was that? The Chun-Li? Yeah, you didn't know that shit.
I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. I had to go back. I was like,
yeah, man.
Wow, yeah.
That was wild. Yeah.
But I mean, she's been she's stuck with Disney for, you know what I'm saying? She's been like getting Disney check for a while. She's been Mulan. She was Mulan in the cartoon series. I think she was also Mulan. Didn't they have a actual series?
Like, I think so. TV show.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it didn't last that long.
I think she also voiced her there also. She did the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Excuse me, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's in this Boba Fett, and it's one more thing I can't think of that she was. Something else. Either way, she's been getting at this. It slipped my mind again. But she's been getting that Disney money. You know what I'm saying? So she's part of the Disney family. Dope actor. And I think she probably will be the better part of what's going on with this storyline. You know what I'm saying? Because this did y'all watch the trailer? I don't know. Did you watch the trailer?
I did watch it. Yep. I watched it.
It reminded me of like a mob boss movie, like Sopranos, Godfather type, you know what I'm saying, like situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll play well in this universe. You know what I'm saying? If they stick strictly to stuff like that,
if they stick it to Tatooine,
don't
go anywhere else.
I think because you're a bounty hunter, you got to do a bounty. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You can give me Tatooine, you can give me places like Mos Eisley, but don't give me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't bring the Empire or the remnants. I wouldn't bring none of those in it. It'd just be strictly.
We don't need any of that, right?
Yeah, strictly the underworld.
Because this would have been taking place before the First Order, so
the
Empire's dead. There is no Empire.
I'm just saying, we don't need none of that. No.
But you know that's what they're gonna do.
You know
that's what they're gonna do. They gotta put something in there that is mentioned. Even if they just mention the Empire, they're gonna throw it in there somewhere. You know they will.
they can mention it. I'm cool with them mentioning it because
But I don't want them to be. I don't want it to be its own character. I don't want it to be.
Oh well, you already know that's gonna happen too. It's. I mean, they're gonna have to tie it in. They're gonna tie the Empire in there somewhere, somehow, some way.
I don't need the Republic showing up neither.
Nope.
They're gonna do that. You know they're gonna do that too.
Don't need a Republic. You can give me like a rogue Jedi who, you know what I'm saying, something like that, maybe as a bounty, you know what I'm saying. But I kind of even don't even really want that neither. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it need to be strictly underground, underworld, because now it's a different set of rules. You know what I'm saying? You don't normally get when it comes to Star Wars. So I would like for that to happen. But yeah, Mika, get I would
watch The Mandalorian and all that.
See, I wasn't gonna say that, but now that you say that, yes, watch
the watch them 2-3 hour long movies. I got stuff to do. I'm joking. If I can sit through Titanic, I can sit through that.
Honestly, I would tell you forget those movies. Me as a
I'm just saying, I literally sat at work all day reading articles on the everything before the Star Wars trilogy, then the Star Wars trilogy, and everything that happened after the Star Wars trilogy, and then rolling into The Mandalorian, which my dad was like, "You should watch it. It's a good sit." I just never, like I said, I've never been a big Star Wars person. I mean, obviously I watched Return of the Jedi, and I watched that trilogy as a kid, but anything after that, like I think the reason why I didn't watch it is because everybody had a problem with Jar Jar Binks. I think that's what his name is.
Jar Jar.
And I was like, okay, well, if it's nothing but CGI, then why do I want to watch it? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you why I never watched the Star Wars. I just wasn't.
I know why. It was Star Wars. A lot of people was Star. You know what I'm saying?
It turns a lot of people off, right?
You know,
and then you got people that are like super fanatics, and that makes people not want to watch it more.
And so that would be my case. Like I dated someone who was a super fanatic. Like he lived for Star Wars, and I'm just like, no. I don't see the hype, bro. Like I don't see what you see. Like I don't get it.
I mean, because my older brother, he can rattle off Star Wars facts. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. He's a nut like that, but he was there when the first movie came out, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like this. So he said he remembers the hype, you know what I'm saying, because there wasn't a movie like this, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
The sequel, you know what I'm saying, right? Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, like, you know, and I got introduced to Star Wars through Return of the Jedi. Was it Empire Strikes Back, which is my all-time favorite Star Wars film, but so that's how I got the Star Wars knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Hearing him talk, I was like, man, I don't care about goddamn the reason why the lightsaber lights up this way. You know what I'm saying? But but it is on just being a regular fan to watch. It is a good franchise to get into and watch. You don't have to be fanatical like a lot of these people are. A lot of these people real fanatics, go real crazy, can't talk shit about this, that, and the third. But on a regular, everyday layman watcher, you should be good.
Like I did with the MCU.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm not a diehard MCU. I'm not a diehard Marvel fan. I read a comic. What? I read Barbie comics when I was growing up. I'm a girl, like, you know, like.
Well, I'm missing out on some girl power in the MCU, man.
I get it, and I told, like, my favorite character from the MCU is Gamora. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that's my favorite character because, you know, dangerous woman, the most dangerous woman in the galaxy. Like, I relate to her. Like, I got it, you know, and not just because, you know, Zoe plays her, but like I went back and like read her backstory and try to look up her comics and, you know, try to find out more about this character, right? Like, you know, I got it. Now if I would ever be a diehard Marvel fan, probably not, because I mean, it's just, I mean, not saying it's not my thing. Like I'm more of a movie person, or if they have a good series that come out, I'm gonna check it out. Like y'all introduced me to What If. I had no intentions of watching that damn thing. Yeah. I was like, what if? What is this? What is this? This is dumb. But then y'all was like, take a look at it. And of course, there were some episodes that were trash, but there were also some episodes that were really good. I wish we would have got the Gamora episode.
It was some fun stuff. It was some fun stuff. But
yeah, I'll take a look.
And you know, you already saw. Did you see all three of the first three movies, or just?
I did. Yep.
So, okay, so you good for you really good. Everything with Star Wars revolves around the Skywalkers,
right?
It's Darth Vader or Luke. You know what I'm saying?
And Layla, can't forget Layla. You can't forget her.
Oh, Leia, yeah.
You can't forget Leia.
Nah, I know you was talking about. I was just messing with you. Yeah, Leia, but not so much Leia. It's just Luke and
because Leia's only a Skywalker for so long.
Yeah,
it's you know what I'm saying.
She's a twin. She's Luke's twin.
Her last name is
it's Organa.
Organa,
because she gets.
Oh, I know. I read that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
but she's still a Skywalker by blood.
It's weird.
She's not a Force user, so that's why she's not really that important.
But she is.
Wasn't she teaching Rey at one point how to use the Force?
All cap as the young kids.
Okay, that was all cap. Got it. Okay, got it.
That last trilogy was so convoluted, messed up.
Yeah, they tried to retcon a lot of things.
Yeah,
that were already established that they didn't need to try to retcon. Just build off the story.
It was bad. It's to the point to where fans is like, can we just forget that and come up with some three new movies? Like that's how bad those that they want to forget. Like to me, Finn should have been the guy.
Yep.
Because those first trailers, everything made it seem like Finn was about to be this badass stormtrooper that turned into a Jedi.
Rogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody was here for that. Everybody was like, hell yeah.
I was in for it.
You know what I'm saying? Then they hit us with the okie doke. You know, gave us Rey. And Rey is the if I hadn't seen a Mary Sue, Rey would be the fucking picture of what a Mary Sue character is. Like there was nothing she couldn't do. There was no need for her to have any kind of warrior's journey. So this, you know what I'm saying? Because what couldn't she do already? She didn't learn nothing. Luke didn't teach her shit. Yoda, the ghost of Yoda's past, didn't teach her shit. Like there was nothing. She could fly the Millennium Falcon with the blindfolded.
She whipped Kylo Ren's ass like with no training. Like no training.
Like this dude been training since a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She picked up the lightsaber for the first time.
This time
whipping his ass. Right.
She used the Force. No. I'm joking. I'm joking.
They even made her backstory convoluted. Like
that's what made those movies so bad. You looking like what?
Right.
Like no, like you got Luke, who is considered the most powerful Jedi in history.
Right.
Most powerful Jedi in history, and she just shows up like hold my beer, dog. You know what I'm
saying? Real quick, right.
Let me show you how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It was just bad, man. It was
an insult.
It was if you were a fan, you know what I'm saying? And the thing, like early, I wouldn't consider myself a big fan, but I know some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you know some shit and you see some shit that ain't right, you're like,
right.
That ain't right. That is not right. But hopefully they can get back on track with because they've done good with this Mandalorian.
I'm ready for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Oh, that's another thing too. Who played Anakin? What's his name?
Hayden Christensen.
He's reprising his role for not only the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but the Ahsoka series. So
see, that's where I have a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, right?
No, not even that. Just when you look that's a lot of the problem I had with the prequel. Anakin was like, for somebody who turned into Darth Vader, the acting was just garbage.
Horrible. I was just getting ready to say that. Somebody had mentioned it in an article that this dude was like although the Anakin Skywalker grows up, the acting is still horrible. Like this dude was trash in this movie.
And I get why he did the approach he took, because Anakin would have been socially awkward. He would have been, you know what I'm saying, all the tropes that they tried to touch on, but just when you have a character that's who you know is going to be, you know what I'm saying, the most feared, right? And it's like, no, this guy's not it. Like,
it's Hayden Christensen, man.
This is who y'all chose.
This is y'all king.
This is your king.
Now I'm here for Hayden Christensen because he gave us. Yeah, the acting wasn't all that, but the scenes was funny as hell. Like
he is memeable at himself,
and that's all, and that's why they brought him back. He is memeable. You know what I'm saying? Like when his mom died and he went and turned to like a brat and went and killed the fucking Sam. You know what I'm saying? And when he was fighting Obi-Wan or whatever. And he was like, "You disrespecting my power or whatever." And he was like, "Hey, look, man, just stay down there, dog, because I'm about to get your ass."
High ground, right?
Anakin, chill out, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole back and forth talk, that dialogue right there before Obi-Wan just whipped his lightsaber twice and cut it. You know what I'm saying? Cut them legs and arms off. That shit was funny as hell to me, man. That had to been some of the worst acting, but it was like just funny, like, you know. I guess I find humor in a lot of shit, but that shit was funny.
Ewan McGregor is kind of what sells those movies for me. He's the best part of all those movies. Him and Samuel Jackson as Mace Windu.
Now that's I need if they want.
I need a backstory for that one.
I don't even need the backstory. Just retcon and bring him back.
Bring him back, because never showed him die. Like,
right, we didn't see him die.
Right.
I mean
nothing.
Nah, he got pushed out the window.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
he could have survived that.
He could survive that.
Could he?
Yeah, he was one of the Jedi's greatest warriors. He probably would have survived that shit.
Could have survived that shit.
He would have survived that. All he did, he just got pushed out the window.
He got electrocuted too, but
Luke down a hole with one arm and hung on that shit for 18. Well, shit, Palpatine got thrown down in the same hole. He showed back up. Look, it's easy.
Okay, so maybe they might bring him back. I mean, who knows, right?
I wish.
It's easy to sell that. That's all I'm saying. It's easy to sell that. That's not a hard sell.
Maybe they bring him back.
That's an easier sell than bringing Palpatine back to me. Nobody wanted to see Palpatine.
Bring back Jar Jar. I'm joking.
Nah, I think Jar Jar's done and over with. He does. He was the one that handed the Senate over to the Republic, or to the right
to the Empire. Because
everybody bring him back.
He was a deciding vote.
Bring back his cousin, Juju.
Juju Binks Schuster.
Damn.
Oh man, bring him back, huh? But no, we didn't even talk about Boba Fett at all.
None. We were so stuck on me not being a Star Wars head.
We talked about the show, or we're just talking about the character in general.
The show.
The show.
Yeah. So do y'all feel this? You know what I'm saying? Do you think the trailer lives up to maybe being a good show or not?
I'm gonna watch it.
Being that I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, I actually was very interested. I guess because I'm a fan of The Godfather. So like you were saying, it gives you that crime mob, that crime mob. Like, you will give us you will sit at the table with us, and if you don't, your ass will die.
Right.
Like, it gave you that feel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is that dude. Mm-hmm. Like, if you cross him, you're gonna end up dead at the hand of his bodyguard.
Right.
Like, he ain't even gonna do the killing. He's just gonna be like, "Hey, that."
And what if we don't feel like bending the knee? And he, you know what I'm saying? She looked like shit. All right.
Shit, play if you want to. She's like, you wouldn't even talk to Jabba this way. So why are you talking to my boy this way? That's how she came off.
Them like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's ready to go, man.
She's like, you know what? We can handle this right now. So let's go ahead and we ain't even gotta step outside. Let's do this right here. That's the feel that I got from watching the trailer. Like, so I would definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. And we got, like I said, I spoke on the Ahsoka series, Obi-Wan. They also have the dude. What was his name? And a Star Wars film. What was that film? Oh, shit, it wasn't an actual Star Wars movie. It was
Talking about Rogue One.
Rogue One. The smuggler. What's his name? Can't think of his name right now. But he has a show coming also.
What?
Mm-hmm. Can't think. What is his name? I can't think of his name. But he has a show. So you're gonna get a lot of Star Wars in this upcoming year. You'll be getting a lot of Star Wars. Kind of, and this, I guess this would be the perfect place to, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Mika, you're not really big into Star Wars, but if you want to hop in, I think this would probably be like the perfect place to hop in, hop out here and there, you know what I'm saying? Learn a couple of the characters that's going forward, stuff like that, because that Skywalker lore is always going to be there, and it's always probably going to play something in the background, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
Now, the Ahsoka series, I got a question.
Okay.
When is it supposed to take place? During Clone Wars?
That's and that's what I was getting at, because if they're bringing Hayden Christensen back as
it's got to be
Darth
during Clone
Vader,
Wars. When else would it be?
Right, but when did the Mandalorian took place? When?
It would have been after.
It would have been after his death.
Yep.
So that's what confused me. Like, well, is this Ahsoka series? Because they're making it seem like this is a continuation of that Mandalorian episode. You know what I'm saying? So if it's that, then why the hell is Hayden Christensen coming back?
It's gotta be a Clone
Time jump.
Unless it's just going to be like flashbacks or something like that, or maybe he's a Force ghost. You know, the ghost of Anakin following her around or something like that. But if he's coming back full-fledged Vader, and I always thought maybe it was a way they can bring Vader back. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way, but we'll see. We do know he's going to be in like you said, the Obi-Wan series, so but that makes sense.
Right.
Because he was hunting Obi-Wan for a long time. He just could never find him.
Right. This is basically going to be Obi-Wan after Revenge of the Sith, like him hiding Luke and
Luke off.
Right.
Which Vader found because he dropped Luke off to his uncle, whose last name is Skywalker, and Vader's from Tatooine, whose also last name is Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he didn't know that Luke was out there. You know, did he not ever go back to Tatooine? I mean, because Vader was on a killing spree. He went out, you know, throughout the galaxy killing Jedi. Did he look at Tatooine like, I ain't never going back there? Jedi won't hide there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't feel the force coming from that area. I'm just saying. I don't know.
He felt them as soon as he showed up to that Death Star.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, maybe he was like, they wouldn't be dumb enough to hide him there. Like, that's what it sounds like, right? Like
Vader owed some money to some pod racers. That's what it was. That's
he's like, I ain't going back there. Nuh-uh.
Oh man. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, I ain't going back over there. That's what I'm not gonna do.
No. But shit, what was I about to say? I think that's it. We can wrap up, man.
Yep.
Wrap up.
Okay.
Unless y'all got anything else?
I'm watching the final season of Insecure.
Yeah. I watched episode 2.
I kind of cried. I cried along with Issa because I kind of feel her pain about not being ready to move on, and
Oh, he dipped out.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. As soon as he went to sleep, he was like, "Man, let me get the hell up out of here."
Look, and I kind of felt that. I kind of felt that in my soul. Like, damn. Like you couldn't even stay to like comfort me. Like, I'm going through some shit. Like, come on, dude.
Think about it. You really are emotionally unavailable. Like it's some stuff you need to go through first before I'm gonna.
I mean, it's been a year, and obviously, you can't really recover in a year over a breakup or anything like that. But still, like, damn, son, can you stay with me and then just comfort me for a minute? Nah, that dude was like, "Peace out," like. And also got, in this episode, I also understood where Molly was coming from. Like, damn, what is it like dating me? I mean, she figured out that she was trash. That's what it was. She figured out that she was trash, and so.
Kobe, watch this again?
Nope, I have not seen it.
I mean, it's a dope show. I mean, obviously, I've watched it since season 1. I've been entirely invested in the show, and a lot of people tell me that I remind them of Issa's character in Insecure, but I try not to associate myself with that. But not. I feel this season like everybody trying to find themselves. Issa dealing with a breakup. Her and Lauren, well, not even a breakup, like just her and Lawrence just calling it quits for good, And so, yeah, I totally get it. But yeah, I cried right along with her. When she started crying, I was like, girl, I feel you. I feel you right there.
I was like, what, girl? If you don't roll over,
see. I mean, so
where's
okay,
the show?
so
I'll have to watch it.
It's on HBO Max.
Max, okay.
You can watch all the seasons on HBO Max. So her crying like right before they get ready to have sex. That probably wouldn't have been me. I probably would have cried way before that. Like I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready.
He invited Cuz over there. He came through, and he came through as a friend. He didn't come through, do anything. He was like, man, let me call my lift and let me go home. She was like, well, you can spend the night. So, automatically he was like, shit, I'm finna get this.
I'm finna get that good.
He going for the kiss, and she's slobbering all in my man's mouth. Like, the snot bubbles, like, nah.
He was like, okay. Well, let me just hold you real quick. And then once that ass went to sleep, he was like, let me call my lift. I'm just slide on out of here.
But no, that was a good episode, man. And this season, even though it's the final season, I hate to see it.
I hate to see this. I hate to see this show go because it's good. Like it's one of those. It's one of those shows, kind of like. It's kind of like Friends, like where you can introduce different things, different scenarios into this show, and it will continue to grow and build into something more. Like it could have been more.
But I think you end on, because a lot of our shows don't get to end good.
Right.
Like Martin, Martin was a downfall. Even Living Single, with the behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Kyle left, a lot of people don't understand the reason why Kyle left that show.
Right.
We don't get that picture perfect ending that a show of that stature should get.
Right.
So if I'm Issa, let me end it on this high note. Let me go off and do some more. And because ending it that way, she might end it open. You know what I'm saying? She can always come back.
For a spinoff.
Get the crew back together, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And go that way. Go to That's So Raven route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we may get a Molly spinoff because I mean,
yeah, she just was in that movie with John Cena and what his name, Lil Rel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a funny ass movie.
It was actually, and I was like, because
Blockers.
Huh?
Was it Blockers? No, Vacation Friends.
Vacation Friends. Yeah, it was a funny movie.
Like Lil Rel is like he's I don't know. John Cena was good in that movie. I'll say that. Molly showed off her, her thing. Lil Rel to me, he tries too hard to
be funny.
It's hit or miss. Yeah. It's hit or miss.
Like he played his role in Get Out. Like the skeptical best friend. Like I Googled that shit. But in there's other things that he starred in, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Uncle
I was like-
Felix is bad all the way around, but
Right. Like you're trying a little too hard to be funny.
That's what killed. Remember, he had his show for a while, and I think that's what killed his show. He was trying too hard and just
Mhm.
letting the jokes just
it
hit.
wasn't organic, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're trying to make this funny. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You opposite of what's his name? Dave shit. Who played his Sinbad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sinbad made that show. Like if you want to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought was David Allen Greer in that show? Why am I thinking David Allen Greer was on that show? But either way, Sinbad was his dad on there. And you know what I'm saying? Also, what's her name from Baltimore?
Jess Hilarious.
That's hilarious. Like she was better at that show than he was better. You know what I'm saying? And it was his show.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying too hard, man. Let the jokes come. You know what I'm saying? And if maybe he just got bad writers. I don't know. Or maybe is that how he got to start writing jokes for people? I don't know his background, but
I don't know either.
You need to stay in the bullpen writing instead of front of the camera because that it just didn't hit. Or he might need to go get his chops done doing some sketch comedy, SNL, In Living Color. I know that ain't still out no more. Mad TV. He might need to go do something like that. You know,
right.
You still look amateur-ish to me in front of, you know what I'm saying?
Awkward in front of the
He
camera.
also was insecure. He was in a couple of episodes of Insecure, and he didn't sell it for me. No. He was one of Molly's love interests.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
he's forgettable in a lot of the stuff that like you said, other than Get Out, he's forgettable. And being a comedian of that stature that you're supposed to be, you're supposed to steal the show.
You're supposed to,
you know, not be forgettable.
Right.
Yeah, Vacation Friends was funny though. That was because I know white people like that.
The vacation's not over. Wait a minute. Pause.
Right. You know
what?
and it turned, it made it seem like they were crazy, but they had all the best intention in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, John Cena played the hell out of that role. I don't know who his wife was or his girlfriend. She played the hell out of that role. That was a good movie. It was a good movie, but they should have put somebody else instead of Lil Rel in there. They could have put. I hate to say it, Kevin Hart.
I was going to say Kevin Hart.
He goes anywhere. They plug and play.
I could just like saying like, what? No. Don't do that.
And I'm not even a big Kevin Hart fan like that, but it would have and that's what, you know what? They probably wouldn't
a Kevin Hart fan anymore. When he first came out, I had mad respect for Kev. But now
you lost respect for him?
He's too corporate, man. He's too corporate.
It was bound to happen. Let's be real. Like it was bound to happen.
It don't happen like that for everybody.
He basically. Look at the Rock. The Rock started out. You're wrestling.
Totally different people.
Smith.
Will Smith. Yes.
Philly boys. They're both from Philly. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think he looks at Will Smith. That's his blueprint.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't it be?
I can see that.
Will Smith is like the jack of all trades. Let's just be honest. Like he's the jack of all trades now.
I think he used to be plug and play. I don't know now. He might be leaning a little one way or another, but he used to be plug and play. Action, comedy. Right. He never really had that co-star that Kevin Hart has. Well, Kevin Hart has two co-stars, Ice Cube and The Rock, but Will Smith never had that. You know what I'm saying?
For him, it would his co-star would have been Martin Lawrence, obviously with the Bad Boys series. But anything outside of that, no.
Right.
They
didn't do enough. To me.
I don't think that they did have a dynamic, but it wasn't as, you know what I'm saying? Like
Kevin Hart and The Rock.
That shit worked. Like if you think about it like this, when do you see Will and Martin in doing anything else?
Yeah,
that's true.
That's
true.
That shit work.
Friends when he showed up in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was no reason for Kevin Hart to be in that damn movie.
Right.
That's his bestie.
There was no. There's no reason for
Kevin Hart. Imagine the head. You gotta do the head. Gotta add that in. You
When
know,
he shows
boom.
up in movies like that, like, okay, yeah, you and the Rock, y'all might
tight.
be
Right.
more than friends.
That's his best friend. That's his best friend.
But you know, like I said, I think he looked up to Will Smith, and that's his blueprint when it comes to success. You know,
And that's probably in with Little Rel. That's probably like everybody that was a comedian is probably looking at Will Smith and thinking the same thing. Like, I'm gonna do what Will Smith did. Although, I mean, Kevin Hart did have a sitcom at one point. It never got off the ground. But then, you know, he became real big as far as his comedy. We've never seen Will Smith on stage as a comedian.
He's not a comedian.
So he's not a
That's
comedian. He's a rapper. Or he was a
That's
rapper.
all his natural charisma. He's never been a comedian.
Yep.
Right.
But
And so,
you
like,
see comedians that are like one that I always kind of I hate that he didn't get the recognition that he deserves. Marlon Wayans. Dude is mad talented, but he always has been like this second tier. He never really has. If he has a starring role, it's because his brothers wrote him into it.
Right. He's living in the shadow of his brothers.
I won't say that.
I would say that.
I won't say that because Marlon has done his own thing.
It's huge.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's living in the shadow of, you know, of Damon and, you know, Keenan Ivory Wayans. I mean,
those two older brothers is huge.
He wasn't even a part. He wasn't originally a part of In Living Color.
He did bit parts.
Yep.
Right. So like he wasn't even like nobody was checking for Marlon Wayans. Like nobody was checking for him. And then, you know, like you said, his brothers wrote him parts, and that's how we got introduced to him. It wasn't
actually he started with more serious roles. Above the Rim,
right. You know what I'm
saying? More serious roles.
But nobody would who was checking for Marlon Wayans then?
Nobody was checking.
Well, think about like this. Think about where he came from. Think about the characters he played. People didn't take him seriously because he was a goof. You know what I'm saying? He was a comedian. Nobody ever took him serious. And then when he wanted to have a serious career, then it was like, okay, well, let's check your highlight reel. What have you really done to show me that you're a serious actor?
Nothing. Right. Not nothing.
Right.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
He really is a good serious actor.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
He has lots of range.
Let's see him in this Aretha Franklin. Is it Aretha? This Aretha.
Respect. He was good in that movie.
Right.
Like just to see his range of him acting in that movie. Like I applaud him. Like give that dude an award. Because
respect.
Better roles.
Okay, I need to.
Give him an award. Give him some better roles. Get him out of that, you know, that goofy train. I'm not saying I don't like the goofy Marlon Wayans. I do.
Oh shit, yeah. I like that shit. That motherfucker plays goofier than most people will ever do, and he does it perfectly. Like that's of course, what I remember from him.
Loc Dog will always be a classic for us. Like, you know, like. Come on,
Brothers TV show.
You're right. Or the haunted house. Even though as corny as a haunted house was, like it still was hilarious. Like you mean, and that's what him and the scary movies. Like you're Shorty, you know, like son, go. So you know, it's not like he doesn't have, you know,
repertoire.
Right. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying as far as like him not getting the recognition that he deserves because he's a well-rounded actor.
He doesn't even get it on the it's crazy that he doesn't get it on the comedy side. You know what I'm saying? We just named off classics, Wayans Brothers, Don't Be a Menace. You know what I'm saying? Scary
movie, right?
You know what I'm saying? What it was, Haunted
Haunted House. And that was his own doing. Like that was his own doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
and made movies like White Chicks and Little Man. Right.
And even though Little Man bombed because it obviously it flopped in the box office. It's still a classic. Like you're gonna watch it because that shit is hilarious, right? I mean, and he put his brothers in that movie. You know, one of his brothers in the movie, but I'm just saying, like, That's
Nah,
what I love about the Wayans is that they're going to include their family in the movie.
they gonna work.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna work. But that's Dame. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Damon Wayans. He did comedy and action and serious roles.
Yep.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yeah, Last Boy Scout. Then Keenen Ivory Wayans just putting the whole shit together to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Color, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Shame.
Shame.
Don't go to shame.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big shadow, man. That's a big shadow because you don't even see Sean no more.
He doesn't act. He's a DJ now.
Right. Sean gave up acting to be a DJ.
Remember, he started as a DJ SW1.
On Living Color.
You know what I'm saying? So
back to his roots.
What he was doing, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like if Sean isn't doing anything that has to do with comedy, he ain't into it. Like he not gonna be like his brothers and try to do serious roles or anything like that. He wants to make people laugh, and just like most of his brothers do. And his sister.
I always thought he was the weaker of all of them. Sean was.
Sean
wouldn't been anywhere near as good as he was if he didn't have Marlon to piggyback off of.
Mm-hmm. And like in the Wayans brothers, because there were some jokes in the Wayans brothers that didn't hit sometimes, and like that, like Sean. I guess you're right. Sean does seem like he tries too hard to get the joke to stick.
That's not him. He's funny. I think not saying he's not funny, but that ain't, you know what I'm saying? He started off as a DJ. He was probably more into doing that, but he still joked with, you know what I'm saying, with the brothers and sisters joking.
Because it's in his blood, right?
You know, that's in his blood. So, and I'm pretty sure
it doesn't translate well on screen though.
Right. Keenen was and he probably writes good. A lot of chicks, scary movie stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was them writing together. Don't be a menace. You know what I'm saying?
But now that I'm like thinking about it, he's not that great of an actor.
Nope. No, that's why you don't see him. Like the opposite of Marlon. You like don't
he like delivers his lines. The way he delivers his lines is like he's just like he's trying to force it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in Don't Be a Menace. Like we name off Don't Be a Menace, but the most memorable character is Lope Dog. Nobody remembers Sean's character in that damn movie as Trey. As Trey. Like we remember his dad, who was younger and shorter than him, you know, apparently, well, not younger, but definitely damn shorter than him. Like, you know, we remember, you know, the girl that he was messing with, you know, like all of that. So, right.
The only time Sean was funny in that show was when he played the Chinese character. You know, I forgot about that. Yeah, he did.
to get Sean Marlon out of the apartment.
Yeah.
That
you know, that show couldn't. Thinking about that show, a lot of those shows, but specifically like that show, they couldn't do that shit today.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
They could not do that.
Cancel culture be all over the damn Wayans.
That show would make.
They couldn't do a lot of the stuff that they did.
Yeah. Even
white chicks, like. Yeah. that's why they're not doing a sequel to. They won't do a sequel to White Chicks because
I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't know about that one.
That ain't coming no time soon.
At the time that it happened, we got away with it, right?
Yep. But again, we at that time you didn't have cancel culture, and white people were actually laughing at White Chicks.
That shit.
They loved that movie because they was like, look at these brothers imitating us. You go, boy. Right. But now, shoot, they'll be like, yeah, come holler at us real quick.
No, you know, no, I think the white people are still like it. It'll be other people saying, oh, you can't do that. Why are you? You know, it'll be other people. The white people are still
you can't do that. You can't be making fun of white people like that. That's white face.
Yep. That's exactly what it'll be. That's exactly right. But hour 30 in. I think that's a good enough run on this Monday.
Let's do it. That's good.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Blues House on this Monday. Like I said, we'll be doing Mondays and Wednesdays streams from now on, 9 o'clock. Do y'all want to go a little earlier? Or is that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could be down for like 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? You want to go 8? You want to do 8?
That's fine. That's fine. We're running into Monday Night Football, but you know what? It wasn't my team, no way. We won.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Go Eagles, go Birds.
Last one, Kev says the Jamie Foxx show is also a classic. It is.
That used to be one of my favorite shows to watch on WB.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is.
Mhm.
You know what? Now you said WB, UPN, WB, whatever you want to call it back then. What it was also UPN, WB. It's another station. They all combined. Either way. Oh, that what made the CW. So
The
UPN,
CW, y'all was gonna say.
CW. They were. It's crazy the lineup they have now, but they were made from black.
The Parkers, Moesha,
Parenthood.
Parenthood.
The Wayne, well, not another Wayne's brother.
what was the LL
Jamie
Cool J
Foxx.
show?
Jamie Foxx, Wayne Brothers was that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, like
What
I
was
mean, not to quote Dave Chappelle, like WB, you want some chicken?
Right.
Because it was all black shows, like all black shows.
They carried that torch until you start getting the Dawson's Creeks and
Jamie Kennedy Experiment.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was only, I think the only white show they had on at the time was like Buffy or something like that. Like
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was it. That was
like,
it.
everything on that was blackity black.
Right.
Fox was like that too. Fox
Yep.
started off with nothing but black, in Living Color,
Mhm.
Tracy Chapman show. Then it went to Martin and Living Single. What am I missing? It was something that came and went. You know what I'm saying? Some shows that didn't last, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of those new networks, the only way for them to even get hot or to survive was going to black talent. And look at it now. You barely see.
Yep.
Good luck.
Or I won't say or on those national broadcast stations
During prime time,
Right.
basically. You're not gonna see any
Not
black
gonna
shows
see
during
You
prime
have
time.
BT Plus.
I want to say the last one that I saw was Marlon, and it only lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah,
And
and that was a
NBC.
good show.
Mhm.
That was a good show.
I enjoyed Marlon. You know what was funny? Every single episode, and you could always kind of set your watch to it.
Mhm.
Marlon had about 2 or 3 minutes where he just did the most Marlon shit that you could ever think about. He had like a Marlon breakdown every couple episodes, every episode, at least once,
Not a Marlon breakdown.
Marlon breakdown.
where he did what, like, you know what I'm saying? How
He did some
he
Marlon
basically-
Wayne shit.
some Marlon Wayne shit, like that's what he was saying, like.
And they're like, hey, we're gonna keep this? Like, yeah, we're gonna keep this.
Hey, we rolling
Watch
with
the
this.
show for that shit.
We watch the show, right? People watch the show for this.
Yep. Like the one where he was telling his daughter about acting black, how to act black or whatever.
Right.
And he was
That
like,
shit went on for like
Vaseline,
2
put
minutes.
the Vaseline on your face. And when you talk to it, you gotta pat your head. You gotta say, girl, what you talking about? I know you. That's Marlon Wayne shit.
Marlon Wayne shit.
Straight up. Like nobody does that but like him.
Yep.
Nobody.
Marlon Wayne shit. That's exactly it. But yeah, so we'll push it up to 8 o'clock. So join us Wednesday, 8 o'clock. That way, and we do be going a little over. We try to stick to an hour, but you know, sometimes we get to talking on here, man.
That'd be you.
Nah, that be us. Don't blame
Right.
it. That be us. That be us, like JP say, us. You know what I'm
You
saying?
be like, yeah, we about to wrap it up. And you be like, so what y'all got? So what else y'all got? And I'm like, oh, so let me tell you about.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. I'm Bluminati. That's Kobe. That's Mika down there, smiling, cheesing with her. What's that shirt? That's Powerpuff Girls, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, tonight is
And see,
Powerpuff Girls.
now, let me wrap it up because I was just about to go into.
Don't, because I know you're gonna talk about the live action show this year. No, let's wrap it up. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. Hey, love y'all. I forgot what Kobe be saying, but whatever his thing that he says at the end, be good and be safe. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Love y'all.
Oh, but you got to get the hell up out of here, man.
Make it easy, be safe.
See, there it is.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
Where my brain? Where am I? Up there.